Hi everybody, and welcome to my latest webinar on Boost Your Immune System Naturally. I thought that this would be a lovely idea just to look at the foods and products that you may have already at home in your garden or in your pantry or your fridge, and see what we can utilise to help the winter blues and the colds and flus and that sort of thing. So here we go. Okay, so just a quick overview on what our immune system is, and it's our body's first line of defense against illnesses and infections such as bacterial, viral, and parasitic infections. And our white blood cells are the key players in this area, and they are made in the bone marrow, and they're also part of the lymphatic system, which helps to eliminate toxins from the body. Gastrointestinal health is essential as well. So 80% of our immune system is actually made in our gut. So having really good gut health will also mean that you will have really good immunity. So signs that your immune system isn't functioning properly, and we see this a lot, see a lot in clinic, allergies and sensitivities, and this can be food related, and it can be also like hay fever and sinus and that sort of thing. It can also be linked in with migraines. So depending on how your immune system is and what the triggers there are, it definitely is very common to have allergies and sensitivities. Uh, Perimenopause, I see a lot more women presenting with histamine reactions, and just really needing to avoid the histamine foods for a period of time until we can work on their digestive system and get that sorted out for them. Autoimmune diseases is another area where the immune system is actually fighting against itself. So the common autoimmune diseases that most people would have heard of are Hashimoto's disease, which is related to the underactive thyroid. There's Graves' disease, which is an overactive thyroid, and people that have Graves' disease will actually have like a swollen neck area, like a goiter in their neck. The other thing that's a sign of Graves' disease is the bulging eyes, which is very common in people with that condition. Also, another common autoimmune disease that I see a lot is rheumatoid arthritis, diabetes type 1, and also lupus. It's probably not as common here in Australia, but it does affect a lot of people, a lot of women in particular. Psoriasis is another autoimmune disease, and that affects all parts of the skin, causing all sorts of issues there. Also, digestive health issues like Crohn's disease, and also celiac disease is another common one that affects the immune system. Hormonal imbalances, so that can be anything from, irregular periods or heavy periods or thyroid conditions. Yeah, anything. We need a healthy gut to have healthy hormones. So once again, we're working on the digestive system, and also people that regularly get sick. Like you do find that if you've got children and they're in daycare or preschool or even infant school, and they're regularly getting every cough, cold and flu that's going around, and then they sort of like get over that, the family gets it and the gastro bug hits and all those sorts of wonderful things. But even people even adults that regularly get sick, you may hear people that have had COVID, more than once. They might be up to their third or fourth bout with it, and they don't seem like, some people it's just like very mild, and other people it's really, really quite severe still. So that's a really good sign that your immune system isn't functioning properly and needing a lot of work and a lot of support. And as a naturopath, that's what I love doing. So Do see that in clinic a lot. The causes of low immunity, stress would be the number one cause of a lot of things, and low immunity, it doesn't mean that you're not stressed, whether it's lifestyle, work-related or family-related stress. Stress certainly does play havoc with your immune system and digestive health, nervous system as well, so it's all interlinked. Poor diet, meaning with a poor diet, it's more like you're having regular takeaways, with making poor choices with those takeaways, buying a lot of processed foods and processed meats and that sort of thing, and just not having a balanced diet where you're having your good proteins, your good carbs, along with your good fats as well. So we're needing to really just balance that out nicely with 3 meals a day, and trying not to snack, just so that your digestion actually has time to rest and reset in between meals. Um, Reaching for the sugar and drinking too much alcohol, those sort of like go hand in hand when people are stressed. And once again, both of those things do cause low immunity. Too much sugar actually affects your vitamin C levels, which is really important. To have a good immune system, we need a nice lot of vitamin C in there as well. Vitamin C is really important for your adrenals, because your adrenals love vitamin C. Drinking each night isn't a good idea in most cases, because one drink leads to another, and eventually people will be, maybe drinking a whole bottle of wine to themselves at night, and that really isn't good for digestion, not good for your liver, and also not good for your immune system. Also, perimenopause, having alcohol on a regular basis, it actually does affect your sleep. And most people will find that they appreciate having a good night's sleep, because you've got to, get up and function the next day. But not only that, but you're needing your good night's sleep to reset for your immune system. You need to reset for your weight and weight loss. And also for brain health and memory and that sort of thing. So most people will choose sleep in their 40s and 50s, instead of having a regular alcoholic beverage. Also, with sleep and perimenopause, a lot of women are experiencing the night sweats and that sort of thing as well. So that that can be worked on naturally as well, and so that you are getting a good night's sleep. The another area in life, which is quite popular, and I think most people were sort of getting into that Netflix and binge watching series and all that during lockdown and COVID, because there wasn't a huge amount of things that we could do, or we weren't allowed to do the big walks or getting outside as much as we're used to doing. So sedentary lifestyle is still followed on from the COVID. And also, now that it's a bit cooler, people tend to be, staying indoors a little bit more. And then, of course, with the Queensland summers, they're staying indoors in the air conditioning. So we're needing to exercise, and it doesn't matter what exercise you're doing. It's what resonates with you and what you enjoy doing. So getting outside, each day, having a little walk, or going to the gym, or going swimming, that sort of thing. Choice is yours with how you choose to exercise. Okay, so foods that boost our immunity, and these are the popular ones, the common ones that are well researched in the areas of boosting immune health and gut health, and as in bone broth, that's really, really good for lots of nutrients in there for healing leaky gut. There's so many different types of bone broths that you can get, and you can make them yourself nice and easily from home. With bone broth, along with the fermented foods, if you actually do have histamine issues, it's probably best not just to avoid those until you've had your treatment, because they will actually cause a histamine flare up and a reaction. Like you'll get your nice bright red cheeks and itchiness and pain in some cases as well underneath the skin, and hives as well. Your bone broth, so you can actually buy some beautiful ones from the Market Organics, or I'm sure the markets. I know that there's a beautiful company down in Melbourne that actually do their own bone broths down and sell it at the markets. You can choose, what sort of meats you have. You can also get the vegan types as well, and they're made on mushrooms. Um, yeah, so beautiful addition to your meal. Also, I like to prescribe it for people to have first thing in the morning. Instead of having their coffee, have a nice cup of bone broth and just drink it down like a cup of tea or something like that. And it's also got all your beautiful nutrients in there to help boost your immune system and improve your digestion as well. Fermented foods are beautiful to have because they actually do work as prebiotics and probiotics, and more so the probiotic side of things. So they're putting the good guys back into your gut. Um, a lot of the fermentable foods that you might be familiar with is sauerkraut, but there's also kimchi, there's your kefir that you can pop on your porridge. It's a really good protein as well. So you're having your carbs with your porridge, and you can pop the kefir on top of that as a bit more protein. Also, you've got your pickled vegetables, and just starting, if you're not, and kombucha as well. So if you're not familiar or you're not having your fermented foods in your daily diet at the moment, just start off slowly, because you can actually have an adverse reaction if you're not used to having those sorts of foods. So starting off small, like a teaspoon on a plate with your lunch, that sort of thing, or dinner, and then gradually work your way up to having like a good dessert spoonful and more in some cases. Prebiotic foods are really essential because they actually feed the good bacteria in our guts. Prebiotic foods, sweet potatoes, there's asparagus, there's globe artichoke, pawpaws also, or papaya. That's also a prebiotic. Beetroots are prebiotic, and if you can roast those yourselves or make your own beetroot soups, that'd be a perfect start as well. Also, I prescribe the PHGG, which is your guar gum, and it's just a plain pure powder, and it's a fibre for people that are SIBO, have tested positive to SIBO, which is your small intestinal bacterial overgrowth, and that helps with bowel movement. And also, if you're going to the toilet a little bit too much, it will actually help to form a normal stool. And yeah, and it actually feeds the good guys, and it's SIBO friendly. So love guar gum. Mushrooms are really good because they actually contain vitamin D, and there's lots of different immune boosting mushrooms. A lot of them are your beautiful Asian style mushrooms, and you can buy those either from, I think a lot of the supermarkets are now stocking them, or your greengrocer, or the Asian shops. You can get those as well. Also, just to give it a little bit more of a boost with your D3, is just having them sitting outside just for half an hour to an hour before cooking, and having it with the brown side up, and that will help to activate that D3. Also, just your garlic, ginger, and turmeric, adding those into your meals each day. Garlic's a great antiviral, not good if you've got SIBO or IBS, so we just avoid that for the time being. But ginger and turmeric are perfect. Ginger's a really good circulatory stimulant as well. Turmeric is an anti-inflammatory and has so many other healing benefits as well. But with your turmeric, just remember to combine your black pepper with that, because the black pepper will drive the turmeric and make it activate a little bit easier. Foods high in omega-3s are your oily fish, like your salmon, your mackerel, some tuna, your sardines. Also, if you're a vegan or a vegetarian, you can have flaxseed or chia seeds are really high in omega-3s as well. And also not forgetting about the cod liver oil. So generally it's in a liquid form, not capsule form. So have that each morning after breakfast, so just so that it just takes away that fishy aftertaste, and it also, having food beforehand, also stops people from racing to the toilet, as it can affect some people. Like a strong black coffee can help people go to the toilet each morning. So can your good old fish oils. So having that with after food is essential. And also a lot of the cod liver oils are now combined with citrus, so that it just makes it a bit more palatable. I don't think on a personal level with taste, the peppermint is nice, but then other people don't like the citrus. So it's kind of an individual taste. Foods that are high in zinc. I think everyone knows that oysters are the highest in zinc. But if you're not into oysters, then please try some other seafood. Also, your leafy greens, your red meat is high in zinc, and also your legumes. But we're better off having those soaked and overnight, or sprouted, or purchase them from a can, as it sort of like reduces the phytates, and the phytates in the legumes are the things that cause the bloating in a lot of people, and also help stop the benefits of eating legumes too, and it sort of like takes away the zinc and that sort of thing that you find in them. Foods high in vitamin C are all your citrus fruits, including your kiwi. Also, capsicums are really high in vitamin C, and it's really important to have those in your diet. So your vitamin C foods are usually your bright yellows and orange foods. Vitamin D foods, your leafy greens and your eggs as well, but the whole egg, along with adding in your mushrooms. Vitamin A foods are your sweet potatoes. Just watching with supplements with vitamin A, because we just need to be very careful with that, and especially if you're expecting, like you're pregnant, you really got to watch your vitamin A levels. So if you're taking a supplement, an over-the-counter supplement, you need to be very wary of, how much vitamin C you are eating, vitamin A that you are eating, and also carrots, and people that are having their carrot juices and things like that, just to be mindful there. If you're not sure, just give me a call and I'm happy to discuss it with you. Berries, any type of berry, blueberries especially, are really high in antioxidants, and that's what we're needing to help support the immune system as well. So adding those in to your porridge for breakfast, into smoothies, that sort of thing, would be the optimal way to go there. And also trying and making those organic, because they're really highly sprayed, especially strawberries. Yeah, so making sure that you try and get the organic. The frozen berries are perfectly fine too. Herbs and food from our garden and pantry to boost our immune system. So I've listed most of the herbs that are grown at home. I did leave out dill and sage, but you can add those in as well, because sage is beautiful if you are getting the hot flushes. It helps to reduce and take and just cool things down. Thyme is one of my favourite herbs to pop into a herbal mixture as well. I cook a lot with thyme. It's really good for upper respiratory tract infections. Basil is really good too. and chives. And garlic chives are just a nice added benefit as well because of the antiviral properties. Parsley is very anti-inflammatory, along with your coriander. Coriander, there's a little bit out there that it also helps to bind heavy metals together and clear them out through through your feces. Lemon balm is another beautiful herb. It's also nice in a tea with some ginger. Chilies are brilliant for not just metabolism, but also if you're a bit clogged up in your nasal passages, it will actually clear out a lot of those clogged sinuses. Turmeric and black pepper, as I'd mentioned before. Also, garlic and ginger, once again, are beautiful to add to all your meals. Cinnamon's really good to have as a blood sugar balancer, so it stops those sugar cravings. Lemons are beautiful. There's not only citrus, but they also are alkalizing too, so they're anti-inflammatory, and they also give your digestive system a nice boost first thing in the morning. If you're having a hot lemon water with some lemons, you can pop some honey in as well. I prefer, if I am feeling unwell, to have the manuka honey, as it's got more of the antibacterial healing properties. It's also really good for wound care as well. Some of the teas, herbal teas that you can drink, your green tea, just making sure they're all organic is another thing. Your green tea is really good as it's an antioxidant. It's got so many benefits there as well. Echinacea is another one, and it's usually combined in with your immune tea, ones that you can buy over the counter, like at the market organics. Just be careful because so there are some people that are intolerant to echinacea or some of the other flowers as well. But you generally know because you may potentially or possibly break out in a little rash or something like that. So just be mindful with echinacea. Astragalus is generally safe, and it's little nice little friends. They go nicely together. Berry teas are another nice idea for people that don't like the citrusy teas. There's some beautiful berry teas out there at the moment, lots on the market. Your immune teas and your digestive teas as well, they've got some beautiful combinations there that'll help not just heal the gut, but settle the gut as well, and also to help improve your immune system. Lifestyle tips to boost immunity. Naturally, exercise would be up there. Is what my main one there is. You're just getting out there and enjoying nature, and whether you're just going on a nice walk or a hike, just walking around the block, or just finding new places to walk. Brisbane and Southeast Queensland have really got some beautiful places that you can try, and just do a lovely walk at the weekends. Also getting outside and exercising, enjoying nature, also getting some sunshine on you, which is really good for boosting your immune system. It also helps to stimulate your vagus nerve, which is it's the largest cranial nerve that we have, and it helps with immunity, digestion, along with, hang on a moment, I will just, no, I don't know how to stop that. Lilo's just having a little hello. So the vagus nerve, and we need to stimulate that and get that working properly because it really does help to reduce digestive issues, and it strengthens your immune system, your nervous system. It also works behind the scenes with your cardiovascular health, which is really important, especially once you get into your 40s and 50s with looking after our heart health. Also, digestive health is a really big one with the cranial nerve. So getting out there and working in those areas will be really good, along with meditation as well as another tip on helping to stimulate and support your vagus nerve. Once again, getting a good night's sleep, eating your 3 meals per day and trying not to snack. It's really hard to stay hydrated during the cooler weather because a lot of people don't just want to drink cold water or room temperature water. So just once again, have your herbal teas. Stick to just having 1 or 2 coffees a day, as it can be dehydrating. Watching your alcohol intake, and yeah, just having your lemon or your oranges, sliced oranges in your water. Limes are beautiful as well. Or even just having your berry teas and having them cold or warm. That's a nice way to, something nice to take to work as well. Your dry skin brushing, that's really good for stimulating your lymphatic system. Just make sure that you do that on clean skin and you brush from the bottom up. So you're starting at your feet and you're working your way up and constantly going up. With your neck and your face, I don't recommend the dry brushing. It's a bit harsh and we don't want to make any breakouts or anything like that. So your gua sha, the crystal would be perfect for that. So you just do the facial stimulation there to get the lymphatics going. Same with your neck, going up. Even a nice massage is a really nice idea there too. And also, if you're having a hotter shower, most people will choose a hotter shower during winter. Having that little break at the end where you're having that burst of cold water, you can start on your head and just let it like 10 seconds, 20 seconds, 30 seconds. Or if you're not keen just to go get your head wet cold first, you can put the shower onto your stomach or onto your feet, and that will also help to stimulate your vagus nerve and also your lymphatics, which is a nice idea. Also laughter. Laughter's a great medicine, gets out those feel-good hormones, like when you're catching up with your friends, going out for dinner, the movies, or just picnics, hiking, walking, however you choose to meet up. Yeah, just remembering all those little tips there if you can, but I will be having all these posted back up on the Facebook group, or if you're not in my Facebook group and would like a copy, I will email it through to you. So I'm big on the social life, of course. Okay, coming up towards the end of the presentation, and this is just one of the recipes that I used to make when my daughters were smaller. They need to make some more actually, but the oxymels, and the oxymel of garlic, and it's got the fennel and the caraway seeds, apple cider vinegar and honey in it. So the oxymels were traditionally used to disguise the taste of strong herbs, and by meaning strong herbs, I'm talking echinacea. That is really strong. It helps to stimulate your salivary glands. So works beautifully to get your digestion working, because which will also help with the immune system as well, as the mouth is one point of entry where infections can come in. Also, gentian is a really strong bitter herb, and so is andrographis. So those two are the king of the bitters. Great for digestion, great for immunity. Yeah, beautiful herbs, but yeah, they are very bitter. Yeah, so they do have the medicinal properties also with honey and apple cider vinegar. Trying to make sure your apple cider vinegar does actually have the mother in it, so it's more of the organic version of the apple cider vinegar. This recipe will also make a delicious salad dressing as well as an effective medicine. Start off with 1 teaspoon a day, a couple of times a day. Children, I would probably, depending on their age, start off at half a teaspoon, work your way up to a dessert spoon with adults. And they're great for relieving sore throats, colds, cough, and flu. So you're wanting some more information on that, just let me know. I'm happy to answer questions. And wrapping up the webinar, because I'm re-recording this, if you would like to just ask questions, leave a message in the comments when I upload it into Facebook. I've also created an ebook on immune boosting meal ideas, which contains some easy to make recipes to get you started and supporting your immune system along with your digestive health. That will be uploaded along with this into my Facebook group. If you're not a member and you're not really into Facebook, that's all good. Just let me know and I can email this through to you along with the ebook. And if you're wanting to or would like to reach out and book a consultation with me to get some extra support to boost your immune system, please just click on the QR code for a direct link to my booking site on my website. I work with people online and in person, and I'm offering a $20 discount for initial consultations for the month of July. So that's it for now. So any questions, just please let me know. I'm happy to answer them for you. So I'll cancel that. And thank you very much. I'll see you next month where I'll be running another webinar. Thank you.